What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. We got another high-calorie issue. In this particular video, we got your boy Dave Bluntz in the crosshair, man. He's been a viral rapper recently because of his outlandish size. He literally is outlandish. He can fit a whole landmass. But basically, this dude sits up and he performs like in a chair on oxygen, and people think it's funny. Apparently, his handlers think it's funny. You know, the people that market him. And I don't really think it's funny. I don't really understand, you know, why we make people like this famous. It's really stupid, but we're going to go ahead and check out a few little clips of this guy. Of course, I'm going to weigh in on it and say what I got to say. I want to hear what y'all got to say, too. Let's go.
Chicago! I'm sleeping on romanticism. I'm sleeping on romanticism. I can't put down the gun. I can't put down the gun.
So that right there was a preview of how he looks when he performs. He basically sits down the whole time on oxygen, spouting out trash lyrics and everything like that. And I don't know where he came from. I guess he's kind of an industry plant in a way, because he just seemed to kind of come out of nowhere like the last 2 or 3 weeks. And I don't know why, but everybody likes him. I guess it's just another example of making stupid people famous, or people that don't really deserve it famous. This guy's way too big and way too high calorie to even be sitting up taking serious as a rapper. There's nothing that he can say that I could relate to, or anything that would get me in the mindset of, oh man, I want to listen to some goddamn, cut that goddamn Dave Blunt song, goddamn. I don't get it. I just don't really understand it at all. Let's check out some more clips.
And I love all my niggas, but I promise I'm not. Hey, and these bitches still say I was niggas made bitches in this tracksuit. I was just.
Well, imagine you got your girl took by Dave Blunt. That would be tough. That would be tough. Like your girl topped off Dave Blunt's, and you know that thing stink because he can't really get to it. He can't wash it. It's stuck up under all that fat and all that extra rolls and spillage. And it's just like there's no way to really get to it. And it's going to kind of get that sour smell to it. And she brained him out anyway. But she was mad at you the other day because you just came in off of work and you wanted to use some brain, but you couldn't get it. But she went to go get Dave Blunt to brain because Dave Blunt got clout on Twitter. That's tough, boy. You had to argue with your girlfriend. And then she was like, I'm mad. And then she left. You know how sometimes some dudes be letting their girls go and like be going missing for like a day or so or some hours or something like that. And then what she was missing was she was rocking with Dave Blunt. She was rocking the mic for Dave Blunt while he rocked the mic. And then also, well, yeah, because Dave Blunt can't get on top of nobody, so she got on top of Dave Blunt and she rolled the waterbed. She rolled the waterbed. Boy, she wrote, and then she came back. She came back, and not only did you find out, but first, you tightened her up on some makeup, SE Extras. You tightened her up, so you you went after Dave Blunt, and Dave Blunt went raw, too. He went raw. So you went after Dave Blunt, and you know that thing was stinking and all kind of stuff. You was wondering why she had a little bit of a tart down there, and then now you realize once you see the video, and then now you found out because Dave been testing her phone talking about some, so we ain't gonna talk no more or something like that. We really ain't talking. And then you go look at her phone, you like, who is this? Who is Blunny? Who is Blunny? And then she's like, oh, who is that? And then you call him, and it's him. And then he say something like, I was messing with your bitch in this tracksuit. That's tough, bro. That's tough. But anyway, man, this lady right here is actually supposedly Dave Blunt's girlfriend, which she must be a little thrown off, a little retarded, because there's no way that any sane woman who is not also high calorie herself or have severe issues is rocking with Dave Blunt. You're either money hungry, thrown off and retarded, or you have some severe issue yourself that makes you feel like, ooh, Dave Blunt. So, yeah, this is crazy right here, man. He got an industry plant position, and he got an industry plant girlfriend who's thrown off and wants to be black. This dude makes a good point to me. He say Dave Blunt's be saying every slur ever, and no one cares because he's just so damn fat. LMAO. And that's actually pretty real. You could actually look at it several different ways. I think of it as, you know, people look at you, or they don't respect you as much when you show that you don't really respect yourself. And Dave Blunt is clearly a person that shows he doesn't respect himself. The fact that you're 600 or more pounds, you have to sit down during a actual musical performance, you're on oxygen while you do said musical performance, is all crazy. And then people aren't really taking you serious, or really they're kind of looking at you as a self-check when you're sitting up saying all these little extra slurs, which I think, you know, is partly why he's popular, because he's saying all the slurs. You know, people like people that's outspoken and say stupid stuff and crazy stuff. But at the same time, they're not taking it serious because he's a self-check, and at any moment, you know, he could kick the bucket. He could go ahead and croak, you know? So that's one thing that you need to be looking at. If you're like a big dude or something like that, just like, this is not even like really more so about, it is about Dave Blunt and how he's probably going to kick the bucket if his people around him don't tell him something, and if he doesn't decide to make lifestyle changes himself. But you as another person on your own need to be thinking about your own health and weight. And you're at the same time, like I say all the time, are barely living life. You're living life at like 25%. You run around here fat as hell. What are you doing? You know? Simple ways that you could go ahead and get that nicked in the bud, or, you know, switched around is, you know, start moving more, start getting more active. If you're big as hell, you know, you can't run. Start off with walking 20 to 30 minutes a day, maybe an hour, who knows? Then, you know, once you get a little bit better, start running. But you're not going to just only run. You need to start lifting weights to sculpt your body in a way that you're not running around here hanging loose. You know, you got all those people that were fat as hell, and then next thing you know, they lose the weight, and now they have all this extra skin drooping and dropping. You need to have a little bit of extra muscle under there, so that way you're not one of these people that's having all the skin hanging loose. You ain't running around here hanging loose and then being one of them fat people that got the big heads when they lose weight. You know, maybe you can get some, so, you know, your neck will build up a little bit when you lift weights too. So that's one thing. Also, you need to be checking your calories, whatever amount of energy that you're putting out. You need to be cutting your food back to match that. You know, you need to be having, let's say you're putting out 2,000 calories of energy or something like that. Well, now you're definitely putting out more. You're probably putting out like 4,000 a day. You need to be under that, man. Maybe you hitting a 2,000, 3,000 on your eating, and that's how you're gonna slowly but surely start to lose the weight. Also, you need to be watching the things that you eat, man. When it comes to things that we think are healthy, sometimes they actually aren't healthy because there are so many different ingredients in them that still cause little issues that we don't know about. Think about almond milk, for instance. Almond milk is one of the things that everybody thinks is healthy, but when you look at the ingredients, there's like 20 or 40 different ingredients that make it no longer healthy. If you want to get almond milk, get the ones that have maybe 2 to 3 ingredients. You know, salt, sea salt, almonds, and water. You know, you don't want all the extra little chemicals and all that extra stuff you can't pronounce. Those are the things that are hurting you. Even though you think you're eating good, you're still getting bloated and you're still having extra weight on you because you don't know. It's best to make food by yourself if you possibly can. You know, now it's time to get into your cooking bag. And now when some girls come over, you know how to cook too. And it's just more healthy anyway, so who cares? But that's just another thing that you need to be looking at. And this is not even just about looking good. This is about being healthy. They say when you have extra pounds on your body, you know, you have so much extra weight on your knees. It's basically like you played a whole NFL career. So you got to think about that. You got to think about, you know, how this stuff strains your heart and all these other various things, the chunk fuck that comes with it, the diabetes that comes with it. These are all things that can be simply avoided by you taking charge of your health, man. Very simple. Go and get your LA Fitness membership or Crunch Fitness membership or Planet Fitness membership and just get in there. 20 minutes a day is actually good enough for you to start losing a little bit of weight and seeing some progress. And then once you get a little bit better, that's when you start doing a little bit more. But that's all I can really say about this video, man. Dave Blunt's better get it together before it's over with. If you watched up to this point, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time.